Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. It's Sunday. I'm in the middle of the Cowboy Chiefs game, and I didn't want to leave, but Andy the Brit's wife's brother, Willard, he texted me pictures of this Troy-built 8 horsepower, 26 wide snowblower missing the engine. But it's the deluxe one, which means that it has the halogen light in it. It has the chute, nice big wheels. It's just missing the engine. Well, I mean, I got 2 or 3 big snowblowers in my shed, and I think one of the engines work on that Ariens, and the transmission's kind of messed up. So, I mean, who knows? I just feel like if I didn't go get it, I would totally regret it. You know what I'm saying? So I figured, let me take 10 minutes out of my day and just go see if it's still there. If it's still there, I'll take it home, because we've got some fantastic parts there. I think all you need is an engine on there, you know. That's at least 8 horsepower. So we're coming up on it pretty soon. I'm going to show you what happened today also. I got a backpack blower, Troy-built 4-stroke from my friend Mike over at Mike's Lawn Service Babylon. Well, it has no compression, so I figured I would just sell it as is, you know what I mean? So I listed for $25, and this guy came to get it today. Yeah, so no dice. I went to the intersection where he told me it was at. I mean, it'd be helpful if he just gave me the damn address, you know what I mean? But you win some, you lose some. Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. Hope you all had a great weekend and a healthy and fun Thanksgiving. It's Monday and it's raining. Get some kind of rainstorm. And so I can't work on the golf cart today because I just don't want to. But, as you guys recall, I got this from, oh hell, I don't remember where I got it from. But anyway, as you guys know, this thing works. It just needs a very rare carburetor to get it to work. When you spray starter fluid in here, it runs. It goes, you know, for the duration of the spray. But that's without a carburetor. I tried a few carburetors and it doesn't work. So I looked and looked and looked, and I found one that looked kind of like the original one, which is now discontinued and they don't make them anymore. But I did find one that kind of looked like them. Today we're gonna try it. I'm gonna try it a little. I'm not gonna go crazy. So this is a Ryobi backpack blower. It seems to work okay, you know what I mean? As long as you have the carburetor for it, you know? I'll have to remove this plate over here. This has one of 12 crazy carburetors that I saved over the years, and it's not right. It doesn't work. The throttle cable is pinched in there and you can't move the throttle. And also it's an old carburetor. The reason why I kept it is I have no idea why I kept it, because it doesn't work. Now, what I didn't realize is when I just put this down, look at that. That blower tube is DONESKI. Whatever, I think I have another chute I could put on there. Before I start on this thing, my new friends over at HIPAA360.com, a Chinese parts supplier, had this on their website. And this was the closest carburetor that looked like the original one. The closest one. It has this doohickey here. I don't really know what it is. It's not a choke. but this was the closest one. The original one to this had an orange lever here. There's another one that kind of looks like it, but it didn't have this lever. I don't think this is the choke, so I don't know what this lever's for, but it seems to lift this part a little. See that? Either way, I'll figure it out when I install it. That is, if I know how to install it, because like I said, I never had one like this before. But they sent this to me for free, and also in addition, they also sent me another box of parts. I'll show you the parts in a second. So first thing in this box, I believe this is going to be similar to the last HIPA 360 box that I got. It's more of the same thing. Briggs Quantum carburetor, you know. Tecumseh carburetor. This is different. This may be a Kohler. Let's look at it real quick. This is a Honda GX 160, I believe. It's a Honda carburetor. I have a lot of, you know, the GX 160 is like the most common Honda push mower engine, you know. So I have a couple of them that Jason gave me. So I might work on that eventually. I've got so much to do, fellas. So much to do. HIPA. This is a chainsaw carburetor. Maintenance kit. Comes with all kinds of stuff in it. Should I open it for you? Why not? I don't get too many chainsaws, but when I do, I'll be ready. Come on, bro. Oh, look at how nicely that's packed. This is for a pull-on Wild Thing. I know that only because it has very unusual carburetor. See how unusual that is? It's complicated, isn't it? Actually, I don't really remember it being that, but it says on the box it's for a pull-on Wild Thing. Along with the kit, some very useful pieces here. If you want to buy the kit, it's a little bit more than obviously just the carburetor itself. Comes with an extra primer bulb, a spark plug, and 2 fuel filters, right? I could always use that for future applications if it wasn't for that. 2 different size fuel lines with a return line also, and a filter element. So, you know, if you wanted to spend a couple of extra bucks and get all the stuff, this is a complete kit for rebuilding your carburetor. Not rebuilding, but tuning up your chainsaw. So this is very useful. I'll leave a link in all the description of all the things that I get today. And if you guys feel like you may need it, just go ahead and click the link. Or you can go and check out HIPA360.com and go through their huge inventory of parts. So this I can just see right away is a Tecumseh kit. So this is also a kit, you know. It's not just the carburetor. Comes with the air filter, brand new fuel line. You guys know I always can use fuel lines. I'm always messing with fuel lines. And yep, it's your typical Tecumseh carburetor. I hate it. I hate the Tecumseh carburetors, but when I do run into ones with Tecumseh carburetors, at least I know I have a brand new one here ready to go, and I could just get that out of here, you know. I hate these red primer bulbs to get so stiff and rigid over time, you know what I mean. This hose goes in here, and the filter goes right over that, you know, with the coupler. So that's the Tecumseh carburetor for most 5 horsepower, 3.5 to 5 horsepower Tecumseh engines. You know, you're seeing less and less of those things because they're so old. Comes with a gasket in there, and it also comes with spark plug, an extra primer bulb, the washer to push the primer bulb in, a gravity-fed fuel filter, which you wouldn't use really for a push mower. These are mostly for gravity-fed fuel tanks on lawn tractors, you know, and some hose clamps and a spark plug. So, you know, if you wanted the whole kit, you can get the whole kit. Comes with the air filter, some gaskets, fuel line, and the carburetor itself. So thank you to HIPAA 360 for sending me some more parts. You guys know that whenever I use these parts in a future video or a future fix, I'll always shout you out. Just going to remove these two torque screws, torque bolts, remove the plate as well as the makeshift carburetor that I had in there that doesn't fit. I hope this doesn't take all day because I have a few movies I want to watch on Netflix. Come on, man. Also, the thing over here is holding the throttle cable. And of course, it's not the same one that I just used for that. It's a smaller one. Let's design 53 different screws so that it makes it difficult for the end user to try to work on it. Why can't they just use the same damn size bolt or screw for everything? Damn! Doesn't that annoy you? Totally annoys me. Alright, so there it is. Z-bend, filter, and gasket. So let's study this for a second here. Would it make sense for that lever to be there? No. It makes sense for the lever to be there. This doesn't look right. Actually, that does look right. There's 4 holes there. There's 1 hole there. And that 1 hole corresponds to the 1 hole over here. So maybe that is right. You just gotta study it, you know what I mean? See what mates up with what. There's some old gasket on there and it's not gonna have a nice tight seal. The carburetor and the manifold have to have a very tight seal. And if you have like old gasket remnants there, that's gonna cause some kind of a air leak. That's right, it's Boba barking inside. He hates it when I leave him alone. Ever since I got the dog, it's not my dog, it's my daughter's dog, but guess who takes care of the dog? Me! That's right. I'm busy going to school, Daddy. I can't take care of Boba. Well, what if I had a job? Who would take care of him then?
Yeah, but you don't have a job.
That's true. Alright, so I think that's right. It goes in like that. Normally I would think that this opening here is for that side. But there's no hole that corresponds to it, see? There's no, see how the intake manifold has a hole there? This side doesn't have a hole. But this side does have a hole, see? So it only makes sense that the hole matches up with the hole. So I'm thinking it's like that. Then to test it, I would have to figure out which is the input for the gas, which is the output for the return. I believe this is the return. Only one way to find out, just try it, you know. And it all has to just make sense. Where is the primer bulb? Oh, so here's the primer bulb. Where's the... Oh man, do I have to cut a new fuel line? Because I don't know where it is. So when you push here, see look, there's 2 openings there, right? Put your finger here. Aha, okay, so when you push here, push the primer bulb, air comes out of the longer one. So if air comes out of the longer one, it means that the shorter one sucks fuel. So if it sucks fuel, so this line here the outer one, that's connected to the fuel filter. So this is the one that's going to suck fuel from the gas tank. This one's going to be the return line. When you get this damn thing in there, you gotta make it really sharp. So you have to cut it at an angle. See, so it's sharp like that, and that way you can shove it in the hole. Shove it in the hole. Then you get some forceps and pull it out a little bit. Pull it out a little bit. There we go. See? There you go. See? So now the return line is in there. Fuel line is here. I don't know, maybe. I have to figure out where this goes. This is the throttle. Let me give it some slack. So I think I have it on. Yeah. No, that's it. Okay, so this is a little different. Because this throttle cable is a Z-bend and this one isn't. You have to cut the Z-bend off and stick the wire through the hole, tightening it with this nut or screw. Here we go. I'm gonna cut it right at the Z-bend because I probably need all the wire I can get. So this is the point of no return, you know what I mean? Now I'm gonna stick this through the hole and tighten it just to at least get a feel of it. Okay, so I got the wire through there and now I'm pulling the trigger and there you go, see? It works. And I'm gonna put the gasket in there. It is really tight to get in there, you know what I mean? It's tough. You almost have to put it in like a sandwich, you know? The whole thing. That's tough, man. I need to attach the wire. Oh, I did the wires wrong. This wire needs to go here, you know? And I have to get some more wires to, not wires, fuel lines. So this is the return. When I press this, forget. Okay, so this blows air out. This fuel line is too thin and it won't fit on this hose, so I have to make a new fuel line. What a pain. Trying to, you know, just test all the lines and see what goes where and all that, you know. So when you make the fuel line to put the fuel filter in, you want to make sure that the line is long enough that reaches all the way to the bottom of the tank, and then you pull it back out because you just made the diagonal cut to get it through the hole. So you have to make this now straight so that you can put on the fuel filter. Okay, I got it all back together again, and I put some True Fuel 50-to-1 mix, already mixed stuff. When I press the primer bulb, it does fill up with fuel, and it does push in, and it does seem like it pushes out, but I don't see any coming out of the return. And I don't know what this lever is for. Maybe I just push that lever up now. See, it's all blowing out the carburetor. So it is getting fuel, but it's not returning back out of the line. So I'm not sure. So I think this disengages the choke, maybe? All right, that moves it. Oh, okay. So that's choke. And then when you do that, it disengages it, which is normal. So I'll just do that. And I guess we could just try it, right? Ooh. All right. It kind of moved. So let's disengage this now and put it about halfway in throttle. So I was running and running and was running for quite a while I was adjusting the fuel mixture screws, and then I was just trying to pull it again and just stuck there. I have a feeling it overheated or something, and it's now seized, which is why this is not retracting again. And the engine is very hot, but it is two-stroke. Put in two-stroke gas, you know. And we'll just see what happens. But how about that, huh? It ran and everything. Ran really nicely. It has the fuel adjustment screw where it's round with a dot in the middle or on the side. I don't have that tool, so I was trying to adjust it with this, but you couldn't get enough leverage to turn it, you know. So I just loosened the screws. Oh, there we go. Hot. I think it just got stuck. I'll do some oiling on this. Just going to loosen this screw a little bit and spray some lubricant. I got this recently from my friends over at Shield. It's a T9. This is a rust stain remover. This is a rust and corrosion protector, waterproof lubricant. So let's try to spray this is resin, gum, and pitch remover. Let's try this aerosol one over here. It's a lubricant. I just need a lubricant right now to loosen up this recoil starter. I just loosened the bolt in the center. And if you just spray some in there, it'll make its way inside. And then tighten it up again. Just needs a little bit of lubricant inside the hole. And this way, hopefully, it won't get hung up anymore. So thanks again to Shield, trying out your T9 lubricant. Ooh, sweet, much smoother. So hopefully this will not get hung up anymore. And I'll just replace this right now. Actually, the pawls here are very stiff. I'm going to spray some of this lubricant right where the pawl, much smoother now. Before it was getting hung up. See, this is tight right now. That's what she said. So with the lubricant, it's probably oil-based, so you're going to see maybe from the heat, it might start smoking a little bit, but until that dries up, it'll be fine. Look at that. These pawls are now like free moving now. Before they were stuck. Nice. And a little bit of lubricant never hurts anything. That's what she said! Okay, I got the recoil starter back on here again. Let's... Oh, and now there's fluid going through the return. Let's choke this. And it looks like it wants to go back in again. Nice. So it needs an adjustment to allow more fuel to flow. And like I said, I don't have that. Let's see if you guys could see this. Right there. This is the one with one hole on the side there to turn it out a little bit, like a quarter turn, so that it allows more fuel and the air to mix. Also, I don't have the cover for this because I think the cover is like $20. Well, this thing's not worth $50, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to spend $20 for a cover and a filter, you know what I mean? So I could either make something or whatever. I remember where I got this from. This is from my buddy Nick Iardi over in West Iceland. Remember, I went with Andy from Jericho to his house to pick up all that stuff in his backyard. So yeah, this was from Nick. So, Nick, it works. That carburetor from HIPA 360 worked out perfect. It needs an adjustment. I don't have that tool. Hey, HIPA360.com. I think I requested a set of carburetor tools that could adjust that. You should send it to me. Anyway, so we got this Ryobi backpack blower going with the carburetor that was courtesy of HIPA360.com. Thank you very much. And also to BowShield T9, the lubricant. It got our pawls nice and lubricated, and now my recoil starter works just fine. Yeah, that's pretty satisfying to think that I was just about to throw this away, where you come up with a carburetor that kind of matches the original one, and now we got it going. I'm gonna fix that thing. Should I just tape it or should I replace it? All right, well, there you go. It ain't pretty, but it works. I had a Red Max chute, right? But it doesn't match the wiring for this. And also the Red Max one is so big in diameter that it wouldn't match up to this area here, which is very important. So I just took one of those things, cut around it, and put 2 clamps there so it's held there so you can have that, at least the flex for the swivel, and then just taped around it. I ran out of the black Gorilla Tape, so just regular duct tape will do. So now we got this thing running, and it, you know, it's not a very strong leaf blower, but it's better than nothing. You know what I mean? Needs to be tuned better because it doesn't it bogs down when you try to go too high on the throttle, and I need that tool for the carburetor adjustment, and well, I don't have it. But anyway, thanks a lot again to HIPAA360.com for sending me that carburetor and the extra parts that I might need in future applications, as well as Boschild's T9 lubricant. Thank you very much for those products. We tested it out today and they both seem to work very fine. Now we got this Ryobi backpack blower going, and I didn't think it would ever run, you know, so I'm pretty stoked. Thanks a lot for joining me on today's episode. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video, and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as, if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.